Good morning, dear friends, and welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship at Stony Brook, located on the ancestral lands of the Settlecod peoples. My name is June Shereni, and I am happy to be serving as your worship associate this morning. I want to especially welcome anyone who is visiting or who is here with us for the first time today. If you might want to, if you feel comfortable raising your hands, oh, yay. We warmly welcome you. Wherever you may be this morning, whether here in our sanctuary or attending virtually, we are one congregation, worshiping together. Let's wave hello to the folks at home through the camera up at the left. Following this service, I invite you to join us for coffee and conversation. For those who are with us online, if you sign off after the service and return to our website, you will find the link for joining our small group chat. Whether you're here or online, you will find some friendly people who can answer any questions you may have. Our service leaders today are Joel and Doris Diamond, members of our own fellowship. Our Director of Religious Education is Deb Little. Our regular RE classes will resume in September. Today, our children will remain with us here in the sanctuary throughout the service. Please take a moment now to be sure that you have silenced your phones and other devices so that we may be fully present in our worship. You may light a candle of joy or concern or sorrow at the table to the right of the sanctuary at any time during the service. Let us now enter into the sacred space of worship with the sounding of the morning bell. We set this time aside for refreshment, for community, and for reflection. The sweet sound of the bell calls us in. For those attending virtually, we invite you to light a chalice or candle wherever you are, as we light ours here. Joel and Doris will share some chalice lighting words. Apparently, I have skipped the opening music. I am so sorry. Let's do that now.
3, 4. Clouds are swift, rocks are ancient, mountains are high, oceans great. Winds are restless, trees are patient, and you, my child, are awake. Waves are crashing, rivers churning, planets twirling, and stars ablaze. Storms are raging, atoms whirling, and you, my child, are away to perceive these wondrous things. Count the beat of a blackbird's wings. Tell a story and dance and sing. All the splendors of creation are very happy that you came, because they needed someone to see them, and you, my child, are away. To perceive these wondrous things, count the beat of a blackbird's wings, and tell a story and dance and sing. Seeds are hopeful, dewdrops fleeting, oak trees crooked, redwoods straight. They are not known to the sleeping, but you, my child, are awake. You, my child, are awake. You, my child.
Thank you so much. And we will now light our chalice. And for those who are attending virtually, I invite you to light your chalice wherever you are as we light ours here.
By the air that is her sweet breath,
by the music that is his song,
by the fire of her bright spirit,
by the passion of his open heart,
by the water of her living womb,
by the dew that is his tears,
by the earth that is her body,
by the grove that is his home.
The chalice is lit.
We are in sacred space.
We have asked Peter to lead us in a chant.
Good morning, everyone. The words to the chant are in your order of service. I'll sing it twice through. I'll sing the first part twice, the second part twice so you can hear it. Then we'll do it 3 times together. Air moves us, fire transforms us, water shapes us, earth heals us. Air moves us, fire transforms us, water shapes us, earth heals us. And the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round. Air moves us, fire transforms us, water shapes us, earth heals us. And the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round. Air moves us, fire transforms us, water shapes us, earth heals us. And the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round. Air moves us, fire transforms us, water shapes us, earth heals us. And the balance of the wheel goes round and round, and the balance of the wheel goes round.
Our story this morning is called How the Goddess Danced the World Awake. It's written by Starhawk, and it's not actually a picture book. It's in a book called Circle Round, How to Raise Children in the Goddess Tradition. And there's a lot of whirling and twirling in this story. So I really invite anyone who would like to whirl and twirl a little bit to come into the aisle and do it. Okay. Long ago, before anything was, the goddess awoke alone in the vast dark and emptiness. She had as yet no name and no form, but she felt an urge to move. She stretched, she rocked, she began to dance. Whirling and twirling, she wheeled and spiraled through space. Her dance set in motion a great wind that followed her, playing catch, trying to caress her. The goddess danced with the wind, and the wind took form, becoming the god in the shape of a great serpent, Ophion. Ophion wrapped his coils around the goddess, trying to become one with her, loving her with all her being. Suddenly, the goddess felt something stirring inside her, as if her dance had come alive. Something wanted to be born. She reached out, and her arms became wings. As a giant dove, she flew aloft, while Ophion coiled himself into a nest for her. She settled onto his back and laid a huge, huge egg. Ophion guarded the egg, sheltering it from below as the goddess brooded it from above. At last, the egg cracked open, and the whole universe fell out. Suns and stars and galaxies, planets and moons, and the green living earth, all spiraling and spinning, whirling and twirling through space in the goddess's dance. So that's how the world came to be. and the whole universe is still spiraling and spinning, whirling and twirling to this very day in the dance of life.
Hey folks, this is why I don't take on my own spiritual journey. When I was raised Jewish, my family told everyone that when the Pope had any kind of spiritual question, His Holiness would come and consult my grandmother. As I got older, I found there were imperfections to me, such as not being allowed to it was her house, not allowed to bring my black friend over, etc. Well, I stayed with Judaism till our son Scott's bar mitzvah. Scott's here with us today. And then I figured it's time to see if I'm right about I was waiting and wanting to leave Judaism. So I met with the rabbis from the 3 local synagogues around here, and after meeting with them, I did decide to leave. That's a whole nother story. If that interests you, grab me another time and I'll explain. So we became atheists for several years. And then we got into nature very strongly. And we had been into feminism since the 70s. So around 1990, we were drawn to a notice about a weekend workshop at a Unitarian Universalist Conference Center. You may know it. It's called Row. It's in Row, Massachusetts. And the name of the conference was The Earth, Ecofeminism. Let me get that right. The Earth, Ecofeminism, and Ecstasy. It turned out to be how paganism does those 3 things. It really touched us, and we felt home. So that's the first time I felt religious since Judaism. And in a short time, we were going to several witch camps of the reclaiming tradition, and we met a woman named Starhawk, about 130 other people. And some of Starhawk's prose and chants are in our UU hymnals. The reclaiming tradition is my fave pagan Wiccan tradition because it's earth-based, feminist, non-hierarchical. It's very social justice oriented with activism like street theater and marches. And 41 of us were arrested in Washington, D.C. around 2003. And later we won Washington's first $1 million lawsuit for our illegal arrest. You could look up reclaiming.org, just like that. And I want to mention to you how reclaiming tradition's principles of unity are very similar to our 7 or 8 principles in the UU. Like my summary of it all is, my law is love unto all things. My law, not my law. And the values of the reclaiming tradition stem from our understanding that the earth is alive and all of life is sacred and interconnected. We see the goddess as immanent in the earth's cycles of birth, growth, death, decay, and regeneration. Our practice arises from a deep spiritual commitment to the earth, to healing, and to linking of magic with social justice action. Each of us embodies the divine. Our ultimate spiritual authority is within, and we need no other person to interpret the sacred to us. We foster a questioning attitude and honor intellectual, spiritual, and creative freedom. Our diverse practices and experiences of the divine weave a tapestry of many different threads. Our tradition honors the wild and calls for service to the earth and to community. We work in diverse ways, including nonviolent direct action for all forms of justice, environmental, social, political, racial, gender, and economic. We are an anti-racist tradition that strives to uplift and center BIPOC voices. Our feminism includes a radical analysis of power, seeing all systems of oppression as interrelated, rooted in structures of domination and control. We welcome all genders, all histories, all races, all ages, and sexual orientations, and all those differences of life situation, background, ability that increase our diversity. All living beings are worthy of respect. Well, I hope you could see some similarities to the UU principles. So Doris started a local Long Island chapter of Reclaiming, and she facilitates our Samhain and Yule ceremonies at our house, and some UUFSB fellowship folks attend as well. She also started a circle called Lunar Web, a goddess spirituality circle, and it had 28 women and me. It's a very strange thing. Sometimes we will go out to a diner afterwards, and like the waiter would see all these women and me and make these misogynist assumptions that they were my harem. Along the way, we also studied and practiced a version of Quechua high mountain shamanism, and Doris even went really high, 15,000 feet up in the mountains in Peru twice to deepen her studies. I was also deeply influenced by our son Scott's spirituality, where I deepened with love and forgiveness in particular. Then we were drawn to this UU fellowship. It was that we had an anti-racism committee, the Racial Concerns Committee, that drew me. I said, that's my kind of church. And that was about almost 8 years ago, and I'm very happy here.
At each service, it is our spiritual practice to share our offering plate with a local organization working for a more just future. Our shared plate for the month of August is the Restoration and Revival Center on Ocean Avenue in Patchogue. This center serves over 125 families in serious need. On a daily basis, the center provides food, clothing, and household items to families seeking to acquire jobs, find housing, and send their children to school. The center holds a community pantry outreach every Thursday and also street outreach to feed the homeless. Donations are needed. They enable individuals to dress appropriately for job interviews, to furnish their homes, to feed their children, and to get back on their feet. The center also has a relationship with Hobbs Farm for organic fresh produce. It's a vital ministry through which many individuals and families' lives have been totally restored. Please give generously to this worthy organization. For those who are online this morning, the link to donate is in the chat box. The offering will now be gratefully received.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoop, wrong key. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Driving near Mount Chavano, it seemed to be looking me over. Feeling that gaze down below, I pulled the car off on the shoulder. Staring at the rock and the sky, my heart began beating more slowly, till I lost track of time, forgot where it was I was going. Suddenly I saw life from the brink. I watched an age pass me by like a wink. For just one heartbeat I believed I could think like a mountain. Mountain, we measure our lives by tens and by 20 years only. Teach us the ways of a million-year mind, what a million-year heart could be hoping. Suddenly I saw life from the brink. I watched an age pass me by like a wink. For just one heartbeat I believed I could think like a mountain. And oh, if I'm wise, I will strive and I'll pray to turn that one tick of time into a day, and lead this poor picture flash life in that way. Like a mountain. Like a mountain.
Thank you so much, musicians. Wonderful. I believe that this piece of Starhawk's writing says it all for me. Our spirituality is based on experience, on a direct relationship with the cycles of birth, growth, death, and regeneration, both in nature and in human lives. We see the complex, interwoven web of life as sacred, which is to say real and important, worth protecting, worth taking a stand for, at a time when every major ecosystem on the planet is under assault. Calling nature sacred is a radical act because it threatens the overriding value of profit that allows us to despoil the basic life support systems of the earth. And at a time when women still live with the daily threat of violence and the realities of inequality and abuse, it is an equally radical act to envision deity as female and assert the sacred nature of female and male sexuality and bodies. I have traveled to many places on sacred goddess tours, both in museums and in their place on this earth. Images, temples, standing stones are like portals to particular states of consciousness and constellations of energies. For me, they engender a state of awe and wonder. It is affirming that for many thousands of years, most cultures have had female deities. I created a piece of art with, with some of the female deities that have been used throughout the ages. And there's a few more up front here which anyone wants to talk about after the service. I'm more than happy to do that. I've taught the UU curriculum, Cakes for the Queen of Heaven, collected a huge array of replicas of goddess statues, read numerous books, and enjoyed the work of artists who take the concepts of nature and fertility and invent their own representations. But what touches me the most are experiences where I felt a sense of timelessness, connection to the universe, to nature, to animals, and to each other. That's my spirituality. Standing in a creek in the full moon, along with 30 or so other people, hearing invocations of the earth, the air, the fire, and the water, so very, very present. Fireflies dance in the mist, and drummers and singers lead us in a chant. My body is the body of the goddess, feeling my body tingle with energy and awe. Circling around a campfire at Vermont Witch Camp, dancing the spiral, where I looked in 100 people's eyes and felt the strength of community. Participating in circles, affirming the power and strength of older women, and in circles blessing a new baby, and in circles recognizing transition from girl to woman. Waking up from a deeply unconscious state, and finding in my arms my wonderful son Scott and looking into his eyes for the first time. That's spirituality. Trancing or meditating and feeling the presence of my deceased mother, father, and other ancestors. Descending into a cave in Crete, seeing a rough form of a bear, knowing that for thousands of years this was a sacred site. Then joining in a chorus of Ancient Mother, which we'll be singing soon, singing along with Lane Ramburn's frame drum, the ancient chant. Setting intentions in sacred space with many witnesses, and then taking the necessary steps to make them real. Lighting our Yule fire with remnants of logs that were burned in our last Yule fire, and remembering the ancestors who also sat around a fire, feeling the sacred and contemplating the return of light. Creating ritual feeling inspiration from Spirit, a sense of knowing what should be voiced and what should be done. Looking into a mirror during ritual, or looking to another's eyes and believing that we are spiritual beings, that Goddess or God is not separate from us, but sensing that we are all a part of this great miracle. Coming to services here in the first place, for the very first time, it was a Christmas service, I remember, and noticing that everyone seemed to have hats or mittens for the tree. I did not. I didn't know that was what was expected. And then someone in this congregation approached me, asking if I'd like a pair so I could be part of the ritual. That really, really touched me, and I actually started crying because it was such a wonderful welcome here, and I am home. There have been moments in my life when the sacred has been very present to me. I invite you now to enter into time of meditation, perhaps calling to mind the moments that have been moving and sacred to you. We will have a few minutes of silence, then Bethany will call us out of the silence to sing hymn number 1069, Ancient Mother, which is in the teal hymnal. She will play it through once, and then we will join her.
This morning, we will join together in a responsive reading from the UN Environmental Sabbath Program, and you will find this in your order of service. We begin. We join with the earth and with each other. We join with the earth and each other. We join with the earth and with each other. We join with the earth and each other. We join together as many and diverse expressions of one loving mystery for the healing of the earth, for the renewal of all life. I invite you to rise in body or in spirit and join in singing our hymn number 1067 in the Teal hymnal, Mother Earth, Beloved Garden.
We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth. the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. Those we carry in our hearts until we are together again. As we leave this place today, let us rededicate ourselves to caring for the sweet planet that the goddess has danced into being, and asking for the help of all creatures. These are the words of Joanna Macy, written in the book Earth Prayers. We hear you, fellow creatures. We know that we are wrecking the world, and we are afraid. Don't leave us alone. We need your help. Are there powers there that you can share us?
I, lichen, work slowly, very slowly. Time is my friend. This is what I give you: patience for the long haul and perseverance.
It is a dark time. As deep driving trout, I offer you my fearlessness of the dark.
And I, lion, give you my roar, the voice to speak out and be heard.
I am caterpillar. The leaves I taste are bitter now, but dimly I sense a great change coming. What I offer you, what I offer you humans, is my willingness to dissolve and transform. I do that without knowing what the end result will be. So I share with you my courage too.
May we graciously accept and use these gifts.
Blessed be.
Blessed be.
June moves to the bell.
Invite the folks at home.
You invite the folks at home.
Oh, yeah, okay. I invite you here in the sanctuary to wave goodbye to the folks online.
We invite you all to sing the chorus along with us. Linda will get us started by singing through twice.
Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Awaken, rejoice, and sing. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Awaken, rejoice, and sing. I am the air around you. I am the breath of life within you. I am the wind blowing through you. I am all that I am. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Awaken, rejoice, and sing. I am the fire around you. I am the spark of life within you. I am the flame burning through you. I am all
magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Behold, there is magic all around us. Awaken, rejoice, and